G'day YouTube, it's Fred here from Clooney Garage. Got an exciting episode today, one that's not very mechanically minded, but it's one that's to do with improving the look of the front of our stop box. Stick with us, it's going to be a great episode. But before we get into today's episode, we passed a huge milestone today. 300 subscribers, we're stoked, we're super happy about that, and thanks for subscribing. So if you haven't subscribed, now's the perfect time. Check that little bar down the bottom, click on the little red button, click the bell, and you'll get notified for all the Clooney Garage content. So the front of any car sets it off, as well as the wheels. And if you have a look at the front of our car at the moment, we've got some fairly faded and pitted headlights. And this one over here particularly as well. I've had a bit of a go at that previously, getting some of the big gouges out of it, and it's a real mess at the moment, so we're going to need to restore that one fully. Our previous grille had a plastic dip purple coating on it. So we went to the wrecker today and got another VE one. We're going to paint that up and make it look very specky. Probably paint it black, leave the emblem this time. And we'll make sure that Frankie doesn't use a scouring pad and scratch all the plastic this time. That's all good. So that's all the agenda for tonight. This is what we're using. We're going to start off with some sandpaper. We've got 400. We've got 1,000, we've got 1,500, then we've got 3,000, and we'll go up step by step. We've got our cleaning solution from Meguiars, we've got a polishing ball, we've then got the final coating of the Meguiars headlight coating as well, and we're going to buff it out as well. So that, hopefully, we'll do step by step, and we'll show you what it looks like at each stage. Wet and dry sandpaper as well, and first thing I do, I'm going to tape these headlights up all around the surround so we don't scratch anything inadvertently, and get started. Alright, we're getting stuck into these headlights, and I wanted to make sure I could do one properly before making a fool of myself on the internet, so I think I've successfully got one done. Have a go at that. It's just curing at the moment, so I'll take you through all the steps that I've been doing, because I've never done this before, so I've just had to do a bit of research, bought a whole lot of stuff from Super Cheap, and just, you know, same with everything with cars, trial, learn, make a mistake, do some more research and get back to it. So this is the worst headlight. So what I'm doing is, as you can see, I've taped up all the exterior there, and I'm hitting it first with 400 wet and dry. Yep, that's my 400, just there. And that's going to give it a uniform frosty look, and obviously keeping that really wet as I go along. And then, you know, otherwise your sandpaper gets clogged up pretty quickly with plastic fragments. Then I go from that to a 600. Then I'm using a drill operated bit to then get 800, 1,000, 1,200, 1,500. And then finally I do, with hand, I do with the 3,000 wet and dry. Clean it all up in between each pass. And then get some Autosol, buff it up with my, where'd that go? Here it is here. My little lamb's wool applicator. And I had another one around here as well. It's on the other drill, and a bit of Autosol on that. Polish it up, give it a nice finish, and then I'm finishing it with Old Mate headlight coating, and that's what gives it that deep luster that you can sort of see on that one there. So I'm going to give that another coat in a second, and then I'm going to turn my attention to the grill, and prepare that, and paint it. Okay, so that one has just had another deep coat on him, and he's done. And that was the little polishing ball that I couldn't locate last time. So we do Autosol with the lamb's wool, and then we finish it with this little buffing wheel. They're pretty cool, this little fella. Like a Christmas bauble for Granddad. All right, so I'm going to finish that one. So that's had 400 on it, and I'm pretty happy with that. And now I've got the confidence I can actually show you, pass by pass, grit by grit, what I'm using. Have a look. All right, so I've got the little 600 on my drill bit, and I've just wet him Every fine little bit of plastic coming off there. Give it another squirt of water. And let's put on, this time, 1500. So we'll put him on. Let's go again. Alright, we're getting there. Nowhere near as frosty as how it looked previously. So now, 2000, and I'll hand do 3000, and we start polishing. You know the drill. Show you when it's done. Alright, so I've just cleaned that up now with the 2000, and you can see that that's a lot more smoother than what it was. It was so frosted just in that grip there. Now it's quite uniform. Now I'm going to put my 3000 applicator pad on it, and I don't like using a device on that one. I like to use it by hand. Now I can just feel any imperfections, because the next stage after this is polishing, buffing, and then we put our coating on. So this is the last bit of abrasion that's going to get. Now a lot of people will say, Fred, you've done 2000, isn't that enough? But look at 3000, and you can still see all the little bits of milky bits of plastic there. It's still rubbing abrasion off there. So I reckon that last little step is worth it, because now we're going to start polishing. All right, we're ready to start polishing now. So just got a lamb's wool applicator on old mate DeWalt. And the only thing I'm worried about here is there's one or two pits there that actually look like stone hits. Now, obviously if we haven't sanded them out, they're going to stay. But the driver's side headlight doesn't have any pitting like that at all. So I'm just going to put a tiny little bit of auto sole in the middle of the lamb's wool, get a polish going, and then I've got my magic ball that I showed you before, and we'll finish that up to get a nice luster up. Let's go, little Lambert. Show you when it's done. Alright, so that's what buffing with little Lambert does, and it's smooth, very, very nice. So, but I know you're going to look at that and say, Fred, it's still a bit frosty. We'll still get the ball polisher on it, and we've still got to coat it too, but let's get the old mate ball on there. Alright, got a little fluffy ball on there, and this will really start to bring out the shine in that. Let's get going. Fed. It's a bit hard when you're at the wrecker and you got no reference point. We didn't bring the old grill with us, but that one was 20 bucks. It's a bit of garage art. What do you do? Anyway, I'm going to clean up the rest of this car, get all the bits of auto sole that sort of sprayed everywhere, put the grill back in, clean the front of it up, and show you the end result. Okay, I think our job here is done at Clooney Garage. Check out the end result. Look at that. Oh my God, so beautiful. So I had to put the old grill back in. The new one don't fit. There's the driver's side headlight. They look just like new. So I've learned a lot. I've watched a few YouTube clips on how to do it, but I didn't have the confidence doing it myself. But when this one was so badly frosted, I knew I had to do something. But I am really happy with that. It's transformed the look of the car. we've learned a lot, and it's been a huge weekend here at Clooney Garage. We've had this car dynoed, we've had backfiring and carrying on, we've had 80 plus kilowatts at the rear wheels as our add-on, we've had our new giveaway winner, young Ben Eckford, and no, it's been great. And on that point, we will let you guys go. Frankie and I have got to work out how to put a bonnet on this thing. As I mentioned, he's bought some springs and some shocks. We're going to try and put those in. That's another episode. I'm going to get some Nitto tyres on this thing once it's lowered. And we are so close to taking this car to the track now. It's got the right tune. We're going to have it set up right. We're going to have the right tyres. We're going to have the right headlights. And we're going to look the business. So on that note, don't do it for Dale. Do it for Rocky. Catch you later. And thanks for watching.